Alright, so Pete, we finna watch Drake Bell on Josh Peck's podcast, I guess, right? Um, he's finna open up about his abuse on set. And for those of you who don't know, there was a whole documentary where basically Drake Bell he exposed some creators and directors and stuff on Nickelodeon for um SA, you feel me? And just a whole bunch of cool stuff like that. So I really wanna hear his take on it, especially with Josh. Because if y'all don't know, for all my youngers out there, they had a show called Drake and Josh. Uh, and yeah, it was a lot of stuff going on, a lot of dark stuff, a lot of um, things that I would rather you hear him speak on. So let's see what we're talking about.
Watching the documentary and sort of what you were brave enough to share and to explain, which I could never have known at that age, was all the things you were going through and facing.
Yeah.
And because for the most part, it wasn't shared with me, this separation started between us.
It's interesting, like, as we talk about our relationship, you know, from Drake and from Amanda's show, you know, and I don't know if this is like just because, you know, we've made a lot of bad choices in our lives, or if it's just from trauma. But
yeah,
I have a lot of trouble remembering a lot of things.
Fair.
And things come back as people say things, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I remember that. Like, you know, I was talking to, remember Jill? Remember my girlfriend Jill?
Ex-girlfriend.
I was talking to her the other day, and you know, she had mentioned there's something that I do just for for comfort as an adult, and she mentioned something, and I was like, oh my gosh, like that's why I do like that, like, you know. So sometimes things come back. But what I was saying was from Amanda's show, that was the time when we were hanging out and like going bowling and like staying at each other's places, and you come to my mom's house and like we do that. And then as that big break between Drake and Josh and Amanda's show is when I told my mom what was going on. We went to the police, the investigation, all of the stuff that you saw in the document.
So was the shit happening before Drake and Josh show? Because he said in that gap. So I'm guessing the gap between Amanda, because Amanda's show came before Drake and Josh, if I'm not mistaken. They was on Amanda's show first, then they got their own little spinoff with Drake and Josh. So is he saying all that stuff was happening like after, like during the, like in the middle of Amanda's show and Drake and Josh? Because that's crazy, bro. I'm thinking like on the set of Drake and Josh when he got a little older, and then maybe then. Because let Josh tell it, ain't nothing like that ever happened to him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like weird, like why him out of, and not saying that it's okay for any kid, but I'm just saying like, that's weird to me, bro. It's like, these niggas in Hollywood, bro, shit weird.
Documentary, that was when all of that was going on. And then when we shot the pilot, we were in the middle of the investigation, but nobody had known anything because Brian hadn't been arrested.
Right.
So I had to come back from where, like the Amanda show, where the dude was, where the abuse was happening. You know.
Yes.
The worst part about it being that was my having the monster in your own in your safe place. You know, it's like that's the only place I feel comfortable is when I get to set and hang out with you guys and we go goof around and put on our masks and wigs and makeup and, you know, make people laugh and slide around and get dirty. Like that's where I feel safe. But it's like, it sucks because it's like shit that, like, you know.
Yeah. Nowhere
my house
safe.
Isn't where I feel safe.
Yeah.
You know, at home. I mean, I did. I mean, I didn't have like abusive parents or anything. You know, I had a difficult, you know, divorced parents, whatever. But still, where I felt most comfortable, where I was the happiest, was when I was on set with you guys. And the worst part was every day I got there, there was the monster was there, and so that was the worst. Mm-hmm. So now there's this whole break. I go into the most insane, just mental breaks and just everything that were the investigation. It's crazy, And then we do the pilot, because he hadn't been arrested when we did the pilot,
and we're like 14.
Yeah, and so now I'm coming back. He hasn't been arrested. And I don't know if you remember, but he came and visited during the pilot, and I got him, and I made sure, and that was an issue. But I still had to play like, hey, cool, whatever. Like, you're about to get arrested, bro.
Yeah.
And you don't even know. And he's like walking around set like during the pilot. And so now I haven't really like vocalized this or thought about this really, but I think talking about a relationship is triggered this like thought. He's like, now I'm entering the Drake and Josh phase where we should be like, bro, like partners, like this is our time. Like, let's be in this together. Let's like, this is just the first step. Like first it's a show, then we could do this and like been like really like our bonding. But I came back to the same stage.
Yeah.
The same parking lot, the same dressing rooms, the same green room, the same makeup rooms, it's like
everything's triggering.
Yeah. So now, and in the back of my head, the whole time I'm working with doing the pilot, I know that there's this investigation happening. I know that this guy's about to get arrested. I know that shit's about to hit the fan, and nobody in here knows it.
Yeah.
And I'm 14 or 15, and I'm like, got this whole production, this whole crew.
Bro, I did not know the shit was happening like that. That's crazy. See, I didn't watch the documentary. I'm going to put the disclaimer out there. I didn't watch the documentary. I think I should. If y'all would want to watch that with me on here and see my reaction there, let me know in the comments. But, man. And he said he was like 14, 15. But it was happening way before that. That's just when the lawsuit was going on at 14 and 15.
He shows up one day, strolling on the set, walking around, everyone's talking, and I'm sitting there going, none of you have any idea what is in process right now and what's about to happen.
And are you furious that here we are surrounded by all these adults, teachers in theory, people that should have been protecting us, protecting you, and that no one did that?
At that time, no. Because at that time...
First of all, if my parents, if an investigation is going on, and I've told you this dude did this or whatever the case, bro, I don't think my parents gonna let me come back to work and be around this dude without it being an issue every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the difference between black households and white households, man. They sitting here sending their child to work every day, knowing this dude's hearing that traumatized. Like, ain't no money in the world that fucking important. You know what I'm saying? So on the parents' behalf, bro, come on now, tighten up. Cause that's trauma. That's even more trauma that you putting on your child. Like, why would you allow him to be in this same vicinity as somebody that's doing or has done something like that to this child, man? Like, nigga, I got kids. So if I know something happened, bro, come on now. He's not finna walk. This man not finna have no job. He not finna feel safe coming around. Man, I'm finna, case or not, nigga, I'm finna, hey, come on now.
I'm an adult.
That would have me fucked up.
I'm no. In my
14-year-old.
Yeah, I want to be not. I'm adult. That was the wrong way to say it. I want to be an adult, right? I want to be seen as an adult. I want to be. I'm an actor. Like, I want to be able to be sitting at the. I don't want to be at the kids' table. Like, just because I'm 14, 15. Like, I'm an actor. I want to be with my peers and and so you don't really notice it that much, but as you grow into an adult, we're dads now.
Yeah.
I think it's so illuminating. It's unbelievably illuminating to see like how now it's really confusing.
Yes.
Now it's very confusing.
Well, to your point,
to how there could be that many people around and not do anything. Now that we have our kid, I'm like,
yeah,
what? Like,
it's beyond.
It's great. It's just crazy.
I had a feeling because Brian, who was ever present during the Amanda show, and then
that's another thing too. You can kind of like, it was like ever present, right? Like just everywhere.
Look, and I know I keep stopping it, but look, that's what y'all gonna have to deal with. Y'all watching my shit. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna talk about it because I got shit to say. This whole thing right here, just seeing them in the same room together is so nostalgic to me. And it's crazy because they're like, these niggas old now, damn near. Shit, I feel old. So I know, man, it's just great seeing these two guys in the same room with each other. Just do something like it's from my inner childhood. It's just like
which is kind
strange.
of the story for people like that. And then he was gone, and I didn't know anything except I had a feeling something happened. And I remember we're in the car. It was you, me, and Jill, and I said, "You still talk to Brian?" And you just looked at me like, "No, Brian's a really bad guy." And I remember thinking, gotcha. And it was all that I needed to know. And I didn't know anything more than that, but I was like, that's clear.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Bro, I bet at that time, Drake was like, bitch, you in on this shit? Like, why you trying to be funny? Like, I know you know something. Like, ain't no way everybody around here ain't, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's how I would have been looking at, like, why you asking me some shit like that? You must fuck with the nigga. You must talk to the nigga. Like, what? See, I'm glad. Man, I'm so grateful I ain't had to experience no shit like that. Cause, man, I probably would have spazzed out on bro on accident. Cause I'm paranoid now. There's trauma in it. I'm paranoid. I'm thinking he got something to do with it.
Yeah.
And I wasn't talking to people like that. Like, you know, I think because we were so close that I was like, you're one of the cats that, like, I'm not going to maybe divulge, but like, you need to know now that that's not a good person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember, I think it was months after this, I got a text from someone who worked on the show saying, Brian's arrested.
Wow.
He's going to jail. And I think through my simple teenager mind, I just thought, oh, thank God. Thank God he's going to jail. Good. And it's only in watching the doc that I can realize that just him being put to justice, which thank God he was and deserved to go longer. But what about you?
Yeah.
What about the trauma you endured?
Yeah. It's
so much deeper. It's so much more unacceptable than all that. It's not this clean, well, he went to jail, so everyone's all better now.
Yeah. And you know, it was hard, I think, during that time because you know, when we went to court, the entire side of his courtroom was full of people who I thought were my friends and people who I looked up to, people whose careers I would like mine to be one day.
Right.
And I'm like on the side with like Robert and Roy, and I think it was me and my mom. I think Michael might have been there. It's hard to see that's where the memories like kind of get fuzzy.
Yeah.
I think Michael was there. But that man, I had a good point here. But anyway, seeing that side of the courtroom was like, okay, so is it just because we think it's wrong and So, I mean, it got to be this whole thing of like,
I get what you're trying to say.
Wait, but no, like he's the bad guy. You should be over here.
You're right.
Wait, are we the like? It was almost like when I got in my car accident. I was in a left-hand turn lane, going to make a left, sitting on my brake at a red light.
Yeah,
the guy fell asleep, crossed the lane, hit me head on. But immediately, I get out of the car and I'm thinking, I'm a 19-year-old kid. This has got to be my fault. I must have been somewhere. I must have thought that was a left-hand turn lane. I must have been in the wrong place. I must have been like this.
Yeah.
This has to be my fault, because obviously this adult that's driving this giant Mercedes didn't just fall asleep and go across lanes and hit me. It's got to be my fault. And so it kind of like apply that to like when you see that courtroom like that, right?
Yes.
You're like, oh, well.
Right.
I must have done something wrong, and this must just be some process that like has to happen because like you broke the law and this is bad. But in the reality and in the culture and in this town,
yes,
like you're all good, bro. Because look,
right,
and then there's 41 letters, and then who knows who, like we were talking at lunch. It's like. How many people were like, bro, I'm not putting pen to paper. No, they're going to be sealed. Yeah, I'm sure. And then in 20 years, when somebody makes a documentary and unseals them, my name's going to be out there? No, sir. But I'll take you to dinner and anything you ever need, man, I'm in your corner. How many of those were there that didn't write so it's like if there's people who wrote that. So then it just becomes this onion of like where through this whole time I thought like, okay, well, there's this bad person in Hollywood and watch out for them, but you can find them everywhere, and
right.
Don't watch out when your kids are in soccer practice. Watch out when you're in your, in your office building, whatever, anything. But,
and
it became, oh wait, it's not just there's like the protectors and then the people who like are down to just I don't know. It's just it became this whole like, I was on the blacklist and there was a cabal and I was like Raymond Reddington ready to just like take everyone out.
Yeah. I mean, you talked about this in the doc, but for you to find these 41 letters that they discovered of people who were sort of writing, basically they were character witnesses of Brian's, right? Like defending him.
Yeah.
And you and I talked, and feel free if you don't want to talk about it, of just like, how shattering that was.
I read you one of them. I mean, you could give
it's fucking bonkers.
I mean,
it's
you
insane.
could give the audience a taste of what, I mean, from what just that one letter, I mean.
It's absolutely insane. And unfortunately, what was allowed, what was the group think at this time, that any of this could have been allowed in any respect. And at 14, I remember going, this relationship's inappropriate.
Yeah.
But assuming.
Well, remember my birthday at his house?
I remember that, but I'm not sure I was there.
No, you were there.
Or I think I left quite early.
You probably did. You probably left early, but it was weird, bro. It was strange. Like, I was just in it and like for me, like you guys were there and
Michael.
Yeah, and the people from the show and the grid, like
what's the
camera guy. Like it was just like it was like if we were having the birthday on set. It was the same. It was like those people, So there was like sort of this like that's not that strange. But yeah, it's just looking back, it was just all like, how is nobody seeing like what the intentions are here? It's just wild.
Yeah, we're the good guys.
Okay, so I want to see who is this Brian guy that they talking about. Let's see. We're gonna type in Drake Bell versus Brian. See if anything pop up. This guy. Let's see.
Brian Peck, a dialogue coach who worked directly on set with the child stars. He was also a convicted offender. Apparently, most of the crew members were unaware of Brian's criminal record and that he had continued to use his power to take advantage of children.
It wasn't dealing with anybody on the shows or anything, right?
It was a child actor.
On one of our shows.
Yes.
One of his victims was a child actor, later revealed to be Drake Bell from the beloved sitcom Drake and Josh. The dialogue coach invited Drake into his home several times to gain his trust. After befriending him, Brian reportedly assaulted Drake Bell for over 2 years, sometimes using anesthesia so he wouldn't fight him back.
I woke up and he was essentially me.
Brian Peck, a dialogue coach who worked directly on set with the child.
That's fucking disturbing. That's crazy. And I feel like I've seen that dude on set before. Hey, man. If y'all think about letting y'all kids, or if y'all think about getting into Hollywood or acting or whatever the case, man, be careful. Make sure you got people around you that care about you. Because shit like this is happening. And motherfuckers is being quiet until they fucking in their 30s and 40s. Bro is old as shit. Shit just came out a few years ago. It's crazy that people have to be quiet that long because they're scared to speak out. And the dude went to jail way back then, but it's like they ain't even had that. Like, why there wasn't a big news broadcast? Like, why that wasn't everywhere? You know what I'm saying? Like, why you not spreading awareness that this is what's going on in these, like, shit wicked, man. Be careful if y'all trying to do this, bro. Anything dealing with Hollywood, some dark shit going on. I don't know what to say. But look, I've been up all motherfucking day once again, y'all. Sleepy as shit. But I had to get y'all this content, like always. Gotta come through for y'all if I don't come through for nobody else. So, with that being said, this is what I take today. Just something that I wanted to watch. Anyways, I would love for y'all to send me videos to watch and react to, so I ain't just looking through my watch later. But yeah, man, that's it for today. I'm finna get some sleep.